Well, what did I do? Check. Are you sure I'm on? Can I get a little volume? What happened?
Oh, the dogs don't like that.
Did you guys test the mic? All right. Well, top of the morning, Devil. Good to see you online. We're going outside today in Alaska. Hopefully it'll go better than that first part did.
Favorite part of Alaska?
So far.
The views.
Yeah, it's the views. It's not, it's definitely not the people. No, you're both extremely busy. What tips do you have for carving out time for each other? Number one, I'm not busy. Even now. Does this count as work? I'm having a good time. Everybody we hired, I like them. I could do it. Famina, take your leave. Almost everybody we have, I enjoy being around.
I think if you've got downtime, starting a podcast, writing a book, or doing something that's proactive for the ministry, tangible things that you could hand out to people, I think those are things that you have to learn how to develop in the infancy of your ministry.
That's very well said, and your advice is much better than mine, because mine was basically just go to the beach and eat Italian food. But if you combine our two pieces of advice, that made you laugh. Jonathan, I'm pressing in to see revival. What should I do? I'd just go to any local Italian place, get a cold sandwich, lay on the sand, and let the world go to hell. That's my advice as an evangelist. No, I would listen to my wife's advice, which is why we bring her on, because I don't give the best advice before noon. Nice to have you here. God bless you.
What's your name?
Nick.
What up?
Great
Nick,
having
another
you.
Nick.
I would keep this off your resume because it'll close doors for you. And now I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people. Who'd you help out this week? I'd rather not say. Nah. Watch out for people who cause divisions. Qualities to look for in a future wife.
John?
I can answer that easily.
Let's keep it appropriate.
Big attitude.
Hey!
What? I said attitude. Big attitude.
Okay.
Big attitude's big.
Okay. Have a good night. How does Adalis demonstrate submission to you? What does that look like daily?
I have her crawl around on all fours at the house. Next. And had a guy lured her in and had sex with her within like her first 6 weeks at Bible school. She never had been tested. So yeah, you can brag, my daughter's never had a boyfriend. She's never kissed a boy. That's great. But she's also never had the opportunity to. It's like being 550 pounds and be like, I'm still a virgin. Yes, I'm sure you've been turning down offers left and right to lose your virginity.
Next, on the flip side of the last Q&A, how did Adalis know Jonathan was the one?
What, can you not look at me? Did you mix Red Bull in with the white?
I don't want you to judge me.
Wow.
Mind your business.
Adalis on a speed run. Is your Bible you preach from? Or what do you recommend? I'm going to swing it to my wife with a mouthful of pastries. Go ahead.
NLT is the one that Jonathan usually reads from, but he studies from the Amplified Bible.
The NLT, Billy Graham, I think it came out in 1996. Billy Graham endorsed it as the best church for unchurched, unsaved people.
Best version.
Best, what did I call? Best church?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was hard to understand you with a mouthful of donuts. But God gave me the interpretation. You know what? You run. You can do whatever you want. You know what? Screw your pancreas, right? What has it ever done for you? Sorry, friggin' cigarettes.
Let's get on that kayak.
Yeah.
Kayak!
Yeah, that's not happening.
Kayak!
I don't know when you married me, what kind of vibe I ever gave off.
John, why?
In
That's a
kayak.
fixed mindset. You should really get out of the fixed mindset and jump on that kayak with me, brah.
You were the one that had the teaching on fixed mindset. I have a very fixed mindset.
That is not true.
I will not run marathons. I will not go in a kayak ever. I would swim first.
That's ridiculous.
Is it because that one trip in
Hawaii, you remember that?
Yeah, where you were doing.
Well, I think Cam got a word of knowledge as to why I don't want to go in a kayak. Tell him, Ada.
Okay, so we were at this place in Oahu. Was it Oahu? No, we ended up going to Molokai.
Yeah, but I think that...
That was in Molokai.
Okay.
Was it Molokai? It was some
Might have been
island.
Oahu.
Whatever. It wasn't Oahu. We flew into a different island to go in there. But anyway,
We were doing
the
a
reason why
teen summer camp, Christian summer
it was
camp.
a teen summer camp, and we had gone in there to be leaders, but we weren't really leaders. They treated us like part of the camp.
Treat us like prisoners.
And the reason why I want to let you know that it wasn't Oahu was because it was a little island, and it was like a mosquito-infested place, and the ocean was like glass. Was it not?
Yes.
There was no waves. There was nothing.
Nothing to help you. There's
And
no
so they got everybody up at like 5 a.m. to do this kayak thing. And it was how many miles? 12?
At least 12.
It was at least 12 miles, okay? And everybody had to jump on the kayak, and you didn't know who your partner was. So they assigned partners.
I still remember my partner's name because I hated him so much. His name was James.
James. And James was this big old fat white boy, okay, who it was evident single family household, single mom, and he didn't do anything. Like he didn't run, he didn't fish. He was just there because he wanted to, like, you know, get his mom off his back, okay? So they partner James with Jonathan.
Yeah, and I'm hoping I'm going to get like a strong teenager because I'm not strong. So now they sit this person in the back.
So
and I have to like
we
roll him.
weren't dating yet, right?
No.
This is way before
I was 22.
we started dating. And I got into the kitchen. So I didn't do this, but I was preparing sandwiches and stuff for the camp people, and what they were giving out were these little triangular sandwiches, ham and cheese, with one little bag of Doritos in a brown paper bag,
Yes,
and like a
that
juice
is
box.
what it was. It was it wasn't even a full sandwich. It was a triangle of a sandwich.
Yeah.
With one bag of Doritos and a small juice box that we stopped. You got to stop at this island halfway through after you kayaked 6 miles in a still ocean.
That's it.
In the heat, in the intense equator sun of Hawaii. I mean, my knees were purple. It like fried me.
Yeah, it did.
And they gave me that little lunch at the end. So go ahead.
So they're giving out the little lunches, and Jonathan refuses to just have one sandwich.
I got there. I got there and grabbed a bag, and I ate my sandwich and Doritos like it was like in 2 bites. Grabbed another one. Because I'm like, are you kidding me? This is what you're giving me for food? I'm famished. I've been rowing for 6 miles. And the lady goes, let me tell you something. I was livid. I know I seem like I have a little bit of a temper problem now. At 22, I was a hot.
It was bad.
And so the lady goes, you're only allowed one, sir. I went, try to take it from me. like I'll kill you. You'd have been better off trying to take a salmon away from a grizzly bear.
For real. So what ended up happening?
I ate like 6 while maintaining eye contact with her.
That was just picture that being Jonathan, that woman right there. But so this kid just stops rowing midway because he's just exhausted. Everybody's exhausted because, again, you're going upstream. There was just no current whatsoever. So all of these kids were just
13
like,
freaking miles. What kind of a
it was
What kind of
rough.
a camping activity is that?
But tell him what you did to James.
Even watching that gives me like PTSD.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, so I look back. I'm like, man, this is like hard to row. I look back, and he's like has his oar in the kayak, like rubbing his arm. And I went, you put your row in the water, and you put your oar in the water, and you row. And if I catch your oar out of the water again, I'm going to take my oar and hit you in the head with it. And he's like, eyes are wide. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. Row your oar.
He was like 12.
No, he was like 15. So I never hit him.
I still have a picture of that.
So check this out. I'm no athlete. Out of pure hatred and anger, I finished 3rd out of the whole camp. Just rowing out of pure, why the hell am I here? Why the hell am I here? I was like out of anger. I looked like an Olympian for 13 miles.
Oh gosh, mercy. That was so funny.
You had a picture of me there.
I know. I'm trying to find it because I'm
And if you
pretty
can see
sure.
my face on the picture is like I will kill the next person I see. It's the angriest face you could ever picture me having. Sitting there like, I can't believe I'm on this trip.
I know. That was so funny.
The mountains, I actually wish I had gone to Colorado before I went to Alaska. Because I went here first, then when I saw the Rockies for the first time, it was like, yeah, you guys did your best. Would you consider praying about coming to Billings, Montana for revival meetings? Would I consider praying? I mean, that'd be pretty harsh if I said no. I won't even consider praying to go to Billings, Montana. I mean, even Jonah was slightly open to going to Nineveh. Yeah. Kirk Franklin continues to reap the rewards of his newfound resurgence following his successful collaboration with Maverick City Music, Dante Bone, this time pulling Democrat Vice President Kamala Harris up on stage during the White House's. Good, maybe when they finish the concert, they could photograph each other's junk and upload it on the Instagram stories, which you will not see on my Instagram story, but you can submit a question today.
Well,
did this guy know what he was getting into when he came
no.
He's
He
checking
left.
out. He's just jumping over the balcony.